Hey everybody, it's Kim Hawk, and I am known as YouTube's fairy godmother of real estate, and I'm super excited that you're joining us. We have about 1,000 people per week that check in, and it means a lot to us. Your time is very valuable. And what we're trying to do is bring some good content to you with everything that's within a 25-mile radius around Cinderella's castle. And so this week in particular, I'm super excited. We are going to be talking a little bit more about the town that Disney built. It's called Celebration, Florida. And as many of you know, this is the area where my family lives. And so we did a dive deep into showing you guys what the villages are like. There's different villages within Celebration, and they have their own personalities. But before we start, I just want to encourage those of you who are not on YouTube yet to please maybe go to Near Disney. That's the name of our channel, Near Disney. Subscribe and like so that you will get notices when we are showing you all these wonderful videos on the towns that surround Cinderella's castle. And if you would like, we do have a mainstay celebration video that you might want to check out as well. And then afterwards, we're going to have my team, my dream team, which, by the way, I want to thank Elijah Lewis, who hosted the show last week. My husband and I are working on some projects with Brightline. I can't wait to tell you more about the exciting stuff with Brightline that's going to be coming to Central Florida. And then we have a special video. A lot of you are loving our youth correspondents. They're going to show you a ride that's at Disney now. Can't wait to show you, so we're going to debut that. All right, let's go on with the show. And for those of you that would like to, please go ahead and put in your comments where you're from and let us know if there's anything else that you'd like us to report on.
Welcome to the Orlando, Florida area near Disney. And we are getting ready to explore this great town of Celebration, Florida. Hey everybody, it's Kim Hawk, and I am known as YouTube's fairy godmother of real estate. And I wanted to do a special shout out to Tina and Eddie Smith, because we're going to be talking about the town that Disney built called Celebration, Florida. And one of the questions was, what is a NEV? Well, let me show you. This is a NEV, and Tina and Eddie have allowed us to borrow it today. It stands for Neighborhood Electric Vehicle. And for those of you that are watching and are asking questions about, I want to live in a town that's very walkable, or that I can get to by a NEV, Neighborhood Electric Vehicle, now's a great time to be calling us, because, you know, gas prices are high. And look how exceptional this one is. They call it the white limousine, but limousine is spelled L-I-M-O-Z-E-E-N, and that references something that Dolly Parton had mentioned, a white limousine. This NEV is incredible. It's got 6 seats, leather, it's got music, it has a back seat, and I just love that they have the American flag out here as well. So this is a NEV, and once again, welcome to the town of Celebration, Florida. We have villages in Celebration, this one being North Village, and we're going to drive you in here now to explain a little bit about North Village. So welcome to Celebration's North Village, and what we have behind us is called the North Village Pavilion area. One of the things that you're paying for with your HOA is you have the ability to go to the 4 park areas, one of them being in North Village, and to be able to utilize some of the space. So you'll see a swimming pool in the area. In North Village, they also have a volleyball court, and they have a children's playground. This covered pavilion, you may be seeing people have yoga classes, you may have people doing these boot camps, and children have had parties. So it's just nice and clean, beautiful and safe, well lit, and once again, it's one of your options that you can use when you're a resident of the town of Celebration, Florida. Everywhere is so walkable. You guys are going to love that when you come from up north. And when you bring your furry pets, we even have these dog post areas. They are actually little dog valets. You don't even have to bring your little doggy bags, and then you can throw the trash away right here. Lots of sidewalks. Ah, thank you, love you. That's so sweet. That's so sweet. I tell you guys, living in Celebration, there's over 10,000 people here, and they are all just beautiful people. Beautiful people. So do you live in North Village?
Yes, we do, like 3 years now.
Oh.
Yes, about 3 years.
So what do you like most about living in Celebration?
Living in Celebration is just a beautiful environment. We have like everything we need. School to the farmers market on the weekend. It's fantastic. It's super safe and people are really nice, and I've just loved being here.
And your particulars about North Village, anything in particular?
I think what's good about North Village is easy to in and out. 417 is right there, very convenient, so I appreciate that.
Meet the North Village champion right here in Celebration. Thank you.
Thank you.
Aw, I think you must be the North Village captain too. Captain of dogs. How gorgeous. There is a section that has high-end estate homes, and it's called the Acadia Estates. You can see some of those estates on the right side. These homes are backing to the golf course. The houses on the right are backing to conservation or water. So for those of you that are up north and you're like, hey, I just would like to have some land, what you want to do is you want to talk with your realtors and say, okay, I want to make sure I have a corner lot, a pond beside you. And there's walking paths everywhere. You'll see sidewalks everywhere. But then the affordability, we really wanted to make sure that we had a wide range of pricing available for folks. So you'll see things like townhouses. You will see condos. You will see homes that could be as small as 1,212 square feet, all the way up to 18,000 square feet. We are in the main village right now, and we are driving past some of the houses in the home business district. So there's 14 of them. And you can have a business here and live in the house. For example, we owned this house to the left, this white home. It was actually the pirate ship in Celebration, Florida. And now we have sold it to an attorney group. The area to the left, this is a condo. So now in main village of Celebration, you're going to have possibly a condo that's built by ISA, very well built. And you can roll out of bed and be able to get to the downtown with all the wonderful restaurants. Also in this section, there's a wonderful store called You Can Cook. A friend of ours owns that. And we are coming up to what I call really the main street. Celebration has its own post office, which was designed by Michael Graves. This area is going to offer you a deli. The folks that own this deli have connections to New Orleans because it has a very cool New Orleans vibe. We want to give a special shout out to this store. It's called Market Street Gallery, and Roberta and her family own it, and it's just the perfect place to go and get a gift. On the right-hand side, there's the Wine Emporium to the right. So we're going to find a place to park our NEV, and there are special NEV parking spots in town, and we're going to show you why all these people are sitting by lakeside or maybe in a rocking chair, because it's almost like heaven. But this is part of your HOA. This is a heated swimming pool area, but we have electric vehicle parking right here. There's a community volunteer patrol. People come in to volunteer and they're like, hey, I'll drive around and just make sure things are being taken care of properly. And then we have tennis courts. So we are here in Celebration's main village, and it's called Celebration Lakeside Park. And it's fabulous because you can even see from the banners, they're encouraging people to celebrate. There are all kinds of street parties that the town of Celebration does each year. They'll block off the streets in this area specifically, and we've had everything from an Oktoberfest to an art festival. to music festivals. They even have something called Pups and Pints, where they ask you to bring your dogs to downtown, and they have their own street party as well. So Main Village, this is a park that you're going to be able to enjoy in the town of Celebration. So we are going by an area called Lake Evelyn, and a lot of the homes that were brought to us in Lake Evelyn a little bit smaller. It makes it nice for you to be able to walk to downtown Celebration. We are now coming, this is my favorite spot in Celebration for the trees. But when you get to the section between Lake Evelyn and this intersection where you have East Lawn and West Park to the right, these trees, that umbrella over top, I just feel like spiritually it's just saying something to my soul. I absolutely love it. To the left is East Village. We're going to talk a little bit more about that. And to the right is West Village. Now, West Village was created about the same time as the Main Village, because remember that story I told everybody about 5,000 people showed up for the first 350 properties. Well, there were some fistfights that were going on that day. I was there, and there were people that had sold their properties because they said they wanted to live in the town that Disney built. Well, Disney then decided, okay, we're going to have to open up the next section, which is West Village, but they're saying we're going to charge you more because we're going to give you bigger lots, and we weren't expecting to open up that area. So West Village is also very nice. Okay, so now officially we have arrived. We are in South Village. What we're seeing on the left and right here, these are a lot of village homes. Some of these were built by Morrison, some of them were built by Issa, some of them were built by David Weekley. But to the right, you'll see like beautiful locations with lakes, conservation. Once again, you're going to see the sidewalks, the walkability. When you're in South Village, you're going to be about 1 mile from downtown Celebration. Obviously, that's very walkable, and if you have one of these incredible nevs, once again, thank you to Tina and Eddie for allowing us to utilize theirs. It's a great walkable location. And there are wonderful bridges. You'll look to the right and you're going to see a bridge that will take the kids to the high school. And now we are in Artisan Park, so you can see very quickly how the different areas change up. They have an amazing clubhouse here. You're going to pay a little bit more to live out in this location to have this clubhouse, but believe me, it's worth every penny. It looks like a beautiful Disney resort, because you're going to have access to a fitness center, and you're going to have access to a wonderful restaurant, and they have a bar, and they give reduced pricing if you want to have a glass of wine and meet your neighbors. And nobody else can go in there except for an Artisan Park person that owns property back here, or if they've invited you. So it's very VIP. Here's some of the condos that you have. These condos do have a garage, and we're actually headed to go show one of these as of the moment. So we'll catch up with you in a little bit. Bye-bye. So now we're going to be going to East Village. This will be the last village that we're going today. And this we call Millionaire's Row. These are estate custom homes. You would see a house with perhaps 8,000 square feet on the water over here, over $2 million. And of course, we're talking 2022 timeline. And there is a pathway that would take people to downtown Celebration. So here's this lake that is behind the East Lawn Estates. And it's fabulous because there's little bridges that'll take people on a walkway. So in East Village, this street is called Oak Shadows, and you have several double porch homes that are overlooking this park area. So remember, we were talking about at least 4 parks that would be available to you and the HOA. This is what we're talking about across the street. So once again, you'll see all these houses with the Disney design had decided to have the double porches. And here we are at the end of the day of the tour of the town that Disney built. And as we stand here in a lake, in the East Village section of town, we can tell you that they all have different personalities, just like the Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom's got Adventureland, Tomorrowland, all these different lands. And in Celebration, you have North Village, South Village, East Village. We're pretty sure that we can find whatever you would like, and I can guarantee you're gonna love. There's over 10,000 people that absolutely love living here. We hope that you're going to be one soon. Give my dream team a call if you get a chance. The number's 407-808-9845. Please be sure to subscribe and like to our Near Disney YouTube channel, and we're just so grateful that you were able to join us today. Thanks so much, and we hope to see you again soon.
Hey team, what did you think about the video on Celebration?
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's terrific.
As a resident, it's just so cool. I recognize a lot of those spots, and it adds so much charm. I think you captured the essence of the community, and like the crepe myrtles are just blooming so beautifully this time of year, and it's just such a lovely town to live in.
Yeah. You know what I love? I love the footage that our YouTube crew found with Walt Disney himself standing in front and showing what the intention of Epcot Center was. And it is very clear that Celebration is what he intended for Epcot, because they're showing the parks and the churches and the downtown. And so it's very heartwarming to know that it really is a byproduct of what, you know, what Walt Disney wanted.
Yeah.
I bet it would have exceeded his expectations.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what I've been thinking, the more that we're doing our 25-mile radius around Cinderella's castle, and we talk about this, our team talks about this quite a bit, but you know, we know that Cinderella's castle is in the center of the hub of the wheel, and then there's these lands that come off of it. And I think, you know, because you've got Fantasyland, Tomorrowland, and they all have all these different personalities. And as we are creating these videos and seeing what the personalities of are these towns, I do really think that Walt Disney himself would truly be pleased, you know, looking and saying that there are quite a few people that have come to this area because of Disney. And then they get to experience the cool personalities of Dr. Phillips or Celebration Orlando, all these things that we've been talking about. Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Very good. So we had the opportunity, and it's really exciting. I know we get many phone calls about new construction, because there's many of you out there that are saying, gosh, I'm thinking about moving down, but it may be a year, might be 2 years. Well, guess what? Now's the time to talk to my dream team. So speaking of dream team, let's do introductions. We got Fairy Goddaughter of, here we go. I got to make you guys bigger so everybody can see. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now they can see you guys. Fairy Goddaughter of Real Estate over here, Chelsea.
Hey guys, how are you?
We got the Prince King of Real Estate, Elijah Lewis.
Hey, great to be here.
And we got Cinderella over here, Virginia.
Hey guys.
And their telephone numbers are listed right below them. And what we do find is that there are people that are talking about, oh, I'm going to be there in a year. I'm going to be there in 2 years. And guys, what do we hear? Construction, we need how much time? A year.
It could be possibly 2 years, depending on the phase that the new construction is in.
Yeah. So I'm really pleased that the team went out this past week, and we've gotten some new great scoop, including even which they're getting ready to announce in a couple of weeks. So we're announcing it here, that some of the larger lots for Island Village are going to be released. We were told it was going to take 2 years, and now they're saying they're going to let us know what's available in about 3 weeks, because those lots, it's called Canopy. Yeah? Yeah, Canopy.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. So Cinderella, why don't you tell me what, because I know that you were at that meeting. What did you think?
Yeah, so we spent some time in Island Village the other day, and it's new construction just at the far end of Celebration, from Mattamy Homes, and they are ending their phase 1 and going into phase 2. So yes, a lot of new homes will be released, and they have 13 different plans, and they range from townhomes and single family homes from about the mid 400s up to about $1 million. You can go in some of the model homes, which are really beautiful and, you know, perfectly designed inside, and they can give you a good idea of just how some of the layouts may be, the use of space, how some areas are very open, and the finishes that Madame likes to use. And on top of that, it's a great community because it has that resort style feel of living. They'll have a pool house, a club, a clubhouse rather, nature trails so you can bike or walk, outdoor fitness areas, a fitness center indoors, business center. So all the amenities that you're looking for when you move to a new community.
Yeah, I love that. And, you know, they have this whole big commercial area that will open, cross some fingers, maybe by the end of the year this
Right.
year, a new Publix grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Pilates place that's going to open. There's going to be a Celebration Brewery there.
Yep. Right.
And they are actually doing a Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo beer on behalf of us for the Fairy God team.
Wow.
Isn't that
Nice.
cool? So we're going to have our own beer there.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, yeah. So for those of you that love new construction, I know many of you do. I know there's many of you that are like, I prefer to pick all my finishes.
Right.
This is very difficult for us to find for you. And so the important thing is to get a hold of my team and tell them that you want to get on a wait list actually at this point. And then we will bird dog it for you. Right.
Yeah, because the timing is everything with this new construction. If you are interested in having a say in picking out these finishes, then the sooner you get in touch, the better, because you can get in there before decisions are made for you.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. I love that. So anyway, I know we've got video that's being shown and you can see the beauty of it all, but yeah, great report. Great that you guys went out there this week. And I know, Elijah, we always like to pick one property in particular with every video that we're doing now. And of course, we're going to talk about Celebration, and not saying that this price point is where you need to be, but we wanted to talk about one in particular. Which one did you pick?
Well, I just had fun looking at the market and remembering that this one is a little bit special to you and our team as well. It's the Aquila Loop area of Celebration in East Village, very secluded and luxurious corner of the town of Celebration. This one is 1211 Aquila Loop here in Celebration. It's a 4-bed, 4-bath, 2 half bath at a whopping 6,933 square feet. This is a supreme estate home listed at $3.5 million flat, and I think it boasts being the largest single lot that is one lot in Celebration. This is just absolute luxurious space, home with a guest house, tile roofs, that Mediterranean super luxurious like resorts look, fits like culinary kitchens, primary bedroom with like 2 large walk-in closets, your oversized 3-car garage, beautifully designed custom pool. It's just incredible. And I think I was saying you had a special relationship with it because you were integral to having it built back in like 06.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Thank you for remembering that. Yeah, Rod and I actually had another partner, and we decided it was the last lot of, there's 4 what I would call the mega mansion type of lots that are back there. It's going to be 5 until my girlfriend Robin decided to take 2 of them, like you said, and then she combined and did a huge house. But it was just a great opportunity to try to showcase, say, okay, I want to leave a legacy. I want to build a house with a builder that I really, really like, which was Raul Jones. He's an artist. He's an artist first before he became an architect. And then I had the opportunity to work with some landscape architects. And it was a point in our life where we just wanted to establish something that would be here long after we were gone. And what the beauty of it is, the lady that bought it, it was one lady that bought it. She had done very well. She had sold a bunch of her orange groves and whatnot. But she was a painter, more for a hobby. And she loved all the windows and the light that came in. And also, like you said, it's on an acre and it is gated. And so back in the early days, I remember you guys way back when I used to show like Charles Barkley and a bunch of different people properties in Celebration. They're like, I would love to live here. I can't, there's no gates, So this is an area that there are gates. And actually, the next door neighbors are actually very famous family from Brazil, and they need that privacy as well too. So this is just, it's beautiful. It's very utopic. It's got a guest house in the back. So not only do you have the 4 bedrooms in the main house, you've got this guest house in the back. So if you had people visiting, and if it was somebody that was traveling a lot, you could just say, okay, come in through the back gate, and they don't even have to use your house, you know?
Yeah, the 4 bedroom can be kind of misleading to just hear that, because we're used to the kind of space that 4 bedrooms usually packed in, but this is just a palatial 4 bedrooms where everyone feels like there's, you know, they're living like a king in there. And I saw some fun buzzwords in it, like secret passageway.
Yes.
That I think you had something to do with.
Yeah, I was enthralled. I thought, okay, we're going to build something cool. When you first come in and you go to the left, the dining room is there, and it has all this beautiful custom cabinetry going on. But what people don't know is if you touch it a certain way, the door will open for a secret passageway, and that goes back to the primary bedroom and bathroom. Yeah, there's all kinds of cool stuff like that in that house.
That's awesome. That's Disney
cool.
magic stuff.
It's very Disney.
Yeah, it's very Disney.
Nice.
So call my team, you guys. We know that house better than anybody, and we'd love for you to. Actually, you would be my neighbor because I live close to that again now. So anyway, I just don't need that much square feet now, but I would love to know my neighbors very well. So Chelsea, we know that you live in St. Cloud, but being my fairy goddaughter, you have been to Celebration quite a bit, and especially with a lot of the celebrations that happen here. Are there any special memories of things you've done here?
Yeah. Growing up, always coming out to you from the start of Celebration, really. I remember very vividly being able to come out during holidays, and Celebration being Disney's town. They go big or go home, and every holiday they go full out, which you have to go out and see it. If you were able to come out for 4th of July, you got to see it then with a huge fireworks show and whatnot. But a special memory for me is your house being turned into a pirate ship every year.
Oh yeah, the pirate ship. Oh my God.
To come out and dress up and get to pass out candy to over 5,000 kids that walked by on that main strip of Celebration, right there in the heart of Celebration.
Yeah.
It was an awesome memory of getting to hang out with everybody, and it's something that I truly do miss, because it was so awesome getting to see all those people come out, and your whole house, the front of your house, being transformed into like this movie set of a pirate ship. And I hope we have pictures that you guys are getting to see this, because it was just something so special. I feel like it's that way for every holiday. For Christmas, getting to see the lights and all the other activities that Celebration has going on for the holidays, and other celebrations in the area. So just get the opportunity to ever come out and see it for yourself. Do it, even if you're just coming out for the day.
Yeah, I love that. It was Jane Eisner, Michael Eisner's wife, that named our town, but she couldn't have picked a better name. Celebration. I mean, that's what we do. You know,
Yep.
We celebrate. So we're showing lots of good footage in regard to properties and events and everything, but we also wanted to report that we had the honor of working with this wonderful TikTok, Instagram super duo. So Elijah, I think you would say the same thing too, just charming. They couldn't be better Disney representation, songwriters, just beautiful souls, right?
Oh yeah, so we had the pleasure of working with like what we can only call Disney influencers.
Yeah.
Who have a passion for the parks, have a passion for the Disney brand, who have dedicated their social media presence to doing all things Disney, whether it's being at the parks or showcasing stuff or dressing up or watching and talking about the movies and putting on the cutest outfits and costumes and just bringing that Disney charm and energy, and to watch them be together and so in love and so bright and enthusiastic about life and everything they do. It was just such a dream to get to work with them and putting them in their first home together. They did producing music as well. They have this cool song with Let's Go to Disney. And it slaps, as they say.
That's a new term for me. That's good. But I will share with you, you know, they have over 1 million views on some of their music and stuff, and they are what we're excited to announce as well, because we're talking about events in celebration. October 22nd is going to be the Oktoberfest. We always have had this historically every year. It's kind of nice because it's about the time where it starts to cool down a little bit here, and they'll have a huge stage out by Lakeside. And we are happy to report that Fairview is going to be the opening act for that event. So that's October 22nd. And if any of you guys are clients of my dream team, I know they're involved with, there's going to be a VIP meet and greet, have a glass of wine or a bottle of water or whatever, and then meet Fairview. So please make sure that you get in touch with any and all of them to let them know if you have an interest in attending that, because I think that's going to sell out, and unfortunately it's going to have to be first come, first serve with our clients, but it's going to be a great day. Yeah. And so as we exit today, we're going to play some of their music, right?
Awesome.
Sounds good.
And I feel like going to Disney. All right.
Always a good time.
Bye, guys.
Let's go to Disney, see Mickey, Minnie, walk down Main Street wearing all our pins.
Oh my gosh, what a fun show. I want to say a special shout out to our YouTube crew, because I know that took a lot of time. So Dee and Daniela and everybody, thank you so much. And in just a bit, I can't wait for you guys to see the official debut of the Bellavati brothers with another ride that they had taken in Disney. But before we do that, one of the things that we promised is to answer any questions that might be coming up during the show each week. And I also wanted to give some shout outs to some people that are being very kind. Jillian out there, thank you so much. Says great video. You really captured the town so well. That's very kind. Thank you. And remember, guys, once again, if you go to the Near Disney channel, the YouTube channel, you're going to see other specific videos on Celebration as well, and other towns around that 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle. Let's see, another question. Oh, this is a great name, Contagious Insanity. Well, hello, Contagious Insanity. Your question is, you're right, interest rates. Oh yeah, okay, we've been talking about interest rates. Is that special lender yes, there is a special lender that my team works with that presently still right now is working with a special loan program that is in the 4% interest rate. So please give us a call. My number's right here, but I can also direct you to my team. But it's really important right now. Try to grab things while you can, while the interest rates still are below 5%. And that is not normally the case with other lenders right now. So as we do every week, just wanted to showcase, since we're talking about the town of Celebration, as of today, which is, what is today? Today is July the 8th. We have 67 properties. So we've got 67 properties that are for sale. And of which, what I'd like to do is tell you that the price ranges are presently from $275,000, that's for a 1,267 square foot condo, up to $3.5 million. And we did show you that property that's on Aquila, which is back in the eastern area of Celebration. Now, I would share with you, it's always good to work with a realtor that's familiar with the area, because I would even state that really our price points are starting at $340,000 right now. The reason why I say that is that I know this property that's saying it's $275,000. There's some things that you have to know about with that. So I think that price is actually, it should be stated as higher, because there's some things that you have to pay for in order to get that property at that price point. So let's be more realistic here and say starting at about $340,000 and up. Then what we do is we look at the 7-week snapshot. What's been going on the last week? We have 7 new listings in Celebration. Three of them pended, 3 pended, 4 sold. Okay, so what does that tell me? The market's getting more even right now, because in past months, sometimes we've seen only 2 new listings because people have not wanted to walk away from their celebration property. They want to stay here forever. And then a lot more pendings and sold. So what's happening is that supply and demand is starting to balance a little bit here. But I want you to know 67 listings in celebration is very low. I've worked this market for over 25 years, and I can tell you typically we were used to seeing over 400 properties on the market. So I don't want to give you the wrong impression that it's easy to buy in here. It's not. It's going to be something you're going to need to be strategic about, but it can be done. And we do encourage you once again to talk to my dream team, especially if you're looking for new construction, because we need to get you on some list. There are wait lists there. Okay, so I think I've answered most of the questions, and we can't wait for you guys to see the debut of the Bellavadis as they are getting ready to show you a ride at Disney.
We're the Bellavadi brothers, and we're the youth correspondents for Near Disney.
And we bring everything to you that's exciting for kids to do.
Within a 25-mile radius of the Cinderella's castle.
Today we're at Animal Kingdom, and we're going to be reviewing Avatar: Flight of Passage.
So on our way to Pandora, we passed by the Tree of Life, Animal Kingdom's icon.
And right as you enter Pandora, everything completely changes. It's at the scenery, the sounds, even the small little details. As of today, Pandora and the ride have been open for 4 years, and it's something that James Cameron never thought was going to happen. Everything helps transform this entire place and make you feel like you're in the movies.
We're about to enter the ride. So the story behind this ride is when you ride it, you're actually riding on some creature called the Banshee, which appeared in the movie Avatar.
Hi, and welcome to the Avatar program. Soon, you're going to have a chance to undertake an amazing Navi rite of passage, riding on the back of a Banshee by being genetically matched and linked to an avatar. The Navi have been riding on the backs of Banshees since their earliest history. Thanks to science, avatars can ride on Banshees too. That's why you're linking to an avatar. Alright, you've all been matched with avatars. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's get you into the link chamber.
Alright, travelers, are you ready to fly? Let's go!
This is honestly the best ride in Animal Kingdom. It smells super good, like with plants and everything.
When you link to your avatar, it kind of gives you a massage around your body. Just so much water in your face every time you go near a waterfall.
Wow. I mean, my hair's completely blown away. I felt the water. I felt the motion. If you have your legs pressed to the chair, you can feel the Banshee breathing. It's absolutely amazing. Just like, it's so immersive. I love the ride.
Welcome back. Please Step off the link chair.
Like other Disney rides, Avatar Flight of Passage has a gift shop when you exit the ride, so you can take a piece of memory home with you. Here in Pandora, every time it turns nighttime, the floor glows by black lights. And not just the floor glows, all the plants here in Pandora light up. This is the end of the video, and make sure to like and subscribe and click the notification bell to stay notified when we upload a video. See you guys next time. Bye!
Oh my gosh. So Neo and Nylan and Nolan, you hit it out of the park again. That is so great, especially for those of you that know if you've tried to go over and ride the Avatar ride, sometimes that line can be very long. And I know a lot of people have wished that they would be able to get an inside look. So congratulations, guys. I think that's really terrific. So once again, thank you, everyone. That's our show for this week. Please feel free to text me if you have any questions or any recommendations on how you'd like us to move the show in a different way. We would like to shout out another group before we head out today. Our friends at Reggiano's on the 4th of July. We had Celebrations 4th of July parties are off the chain. They're so good. Mike Nunez has done a great job of entertainment and everything. And we had the opportunity to do a little bit of a soft opening with our new Italian restaurant that is in downtown Celebration. And so we just want to shout out Lynn, Paul, Ronnie, Frank, the chef Johnny, Cindy, everybody that was involved. They really did a great thing. What's happening, though, is their soft opening starts a week from today. So you can now possibly be able to go into that restaurant and enjoy dinner starting July the 15th, I think, July the 15th. So, and a special shout out too, as well, to Susan Bona, who is with the Town Tavern, who I know for a fact was lovingly alongside them, helping them with things in order for them to get up and running. And that just shows what a cool town this is, that when restaurants are helping other restaurants, it's a real blessing. You can see the heart and the soul of Celebration when you see that. I think that's it, right? Okay. All right, guys, have a great week. And I think next week we might be talking about Lake Nona, but we'll let you know. Take care. Bye-bye.